Hey, patrons! How's it going, everybody? It's the members only stream for June 2025. I'm so excited. Yay! I hope everybody's had a really good week over there, wherever you are in the world. I am actually wearing something today. It's not too hot. It's just a little bitty cowl. And it matched my outfit really well, so I was like, I'm wearing it. I don't think I'm going to wear it outside, though. It's a little too hot. I hope everybody's been surviving the heat wave. Hi, Vicky. Welcome in. I don't know how it is over in the UK, Vicky, but it has been like, there's like this heat dome that's covering the United States. And it's just so hot. It's always hot down here, so I'm used to it always being hot. But I just feel bad for everybody elsewhere. Like, at least it'll be hot for a little bit, and then it'll cool down, hopefully. So, yes. Yeah, I've got a couple of new things to share. I'm super excited. I just want to pull up my list so I don't forget, but I'm probably just going to ramble a little bit to make sure if more people want to join in. So yeah, we've been doing some house projects this week. Not very big ones, just little ones. We have had like a horrible wasp infestation in our backyard, which has been so terrifying. Like, both my husband and my oldest son both got stung, and wasp stings are so nasty. You've had some warmer weather, Vicky? Oh, it's gonna get hotter over the weekend. Oh my gosh, that is so hot. Well, hopefully you can find some activities that are not that can help you stay cool. Yeah. That is not fun. I'd much rather it be cold than hot. And I'm like, oh, why did we move here? That's why we have air conditioning. So yeah, we painted my youngest son's room last week, and so now we're kind of trying to get it organized, and we organized this really fun art station for him, so that's been really cool. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, I gotta go run and get my whips. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I forgot to get my works in progress to show to y'all. You like warmer weather? Oh yeah, and you don't have the air conditioning, Vicky? Well, it's good that you like it, yeah. I know some people much prefer warmer weather to the colder weather, for sure. Now I'm all out of breath because I ran to the living room to get my... I was a little out of sorts this morning because I had to take the cowl I'm wearing off of the blocking mats. So, yeah, so I was like, oh, I forgot my things. I forgot the things I was going to share. Yeah, so we've been doing that. We've been playing a lot of cards and board games, and we've been watching both seasons of Andor with my parents, which I never thought I would ever watch Star Wars with my parents. But Andor is so different, I feel like, than a lot of Star Wars. I don't know if anybody feels that way, but... Oh, Vicky, is my thumb feeling better? It is feeling so much better. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I've actually gotten to get a little bit of knitting done this week. So yeah, thank you for asking. I just need to be careful with it and not binge knit anymore. Oh, yeah. I've been trying to wear a thumb brace while I knit, and just like set a timer for a half hour or so. And that's been helping. It hasn't been in pain since I've been doing that. And I did take like a week and a half off. So I think that probably helped too. I feel like summer has really slowed down. Have you felt like that, Vicky? I feel like I haven't seen as much activity like online. But yeah, so Andor was really fun. Um, so yeah, I'd love to move on. Thanks so much to everybody who voted in the final poll that I posted. I think it was earlier this week. When did I post that? Yeah, June 21st. I posted that poll for my Stardew Valley shawl with fangirl fibers. And I think I'm getting a little bit more yarn in the mail, but I don't know what it is. I asked Emily, I'm like, am I getting another package? And she's like, yes, I think so. So I think maybe some of her staff sent it. So I'm hoping it's the last 3 colors of the single villagers, which I posted are Emily, Maru, and Abigail. So I think Emily has blue hair, so I think she's going to be like a really bright cobalt blue. Abigail is probably going to be purple because her hair is purple. I don't know what color Maru is going to be. I'm interested to see what the color yarn will be that's inspired by Maru. Maybe like the color of her hair too, which is kind of like a rusty brown. Not as red as Penny's hair, but so yeah, the kit that won in a huge landslide with 22 votes out of, let's see how many votes were there. Out of 34 votes. So 22 out of 34. The Autumn, Elliot, and Sebastian won. So I posted a picture of it in the original post on Patreon if you want to go look. So the 3 variegated skein. So this is what I'm going to do for my final shawl. These are the colors I'm going to use. And these are a little out of my normal wheelhouse, I will admit. But I think that this is going to be really popular, especially because it will be released at the end of September. So I'm really excited about doing this. So these 2 are actually the 2 fall festivals. And so there's the Stardew Valley Fair, which I am just kind of obsessed with this color just by itself. It is so amazing. I can't wait to see what it looks like knit up. And then this is Spirit's Eve, which is kind of like the game's version of Halloween. So these 2 together. And then the Desert Festival is actually held during the springtime in Stardew Valley. But the colors are way more autumn, But it's got that like dark black in there. It's so good. So these are going to be the 3 variegated / speckled colors. And then we're going to do 2 tonals, which are 2 of the villagers that you can marry in the game, this is Elliot. He's kind of your like romantic writer / author, and he's got like long flowing hair, probably come down to here. He lives on the beach in this like really cute little shack, and he's super romantic. I actually married him in one of my most recent games, and I'm like, he's so fun to be married to in the game. And then this color is Sebastian, so he's kind of like an emo goth kid, kind of, loves to play computer games, and you always can find him like smoking by the lake. So he's kind of like your rebel punk kid. So yeah, I think this is going to be so fun. I can't wait to cast this on. I've been kind of planning what stitch patterns I'm going to use. I think it's just going to be like sort of a stitch sampler shawl, but designed in a way that works with the blending of the 3 variegated colors. So I think it's going to be an interesting play with color and texture. So I'm really excited. I'm trying to plan it out right now so that I can get that on my needles. I would love to get it on my needles this next week, like beginning of July, but then we're going on vacation as a family the second week in July. So after the July 4th holiday, we're going to go on vacation. So I won't be going live on the July 11th. So I'm hoping to have it on my needles so I can work on it while we're on vacation, but it might have to wait until after we come back. And then I can just work on a couple of things that I already have on my needles. So I'm excited to see. I've been kind of playing with some of the other colors, like for winter, instead of it being 4, I think the one I had for the poll was using 4 variegated and 1 tonal. So I thought, what if we changed it up for the kits? Oh yeah, you like those colors, Vicky? I'm so glad. Is this the one you voted for? If you voted, obviously you did not have to vote. I'm just curious if you voted. It's also going to be released in fall. Did I already say that? So yeah, I think it's going to be a good combo for that time of year. But yeah, for the winter, I was thinking, what if we kind of stuck with the same theme, like 3 variegated and 2 tonal. So then we could even have a couple of different kit options for winter. Because I think that Haley, which is the pink color, also looks really good with winter. So Emily from Fangirl Fibers, you did vote? You can't remember what you voted for? I could probably tell you, actually, because I can download the results. But I don't know if I can open it. It might take a while to open it. Because it's going to take a minute to open up. If you're curious, I can let you know. I did want to share the results if people wanted to see them. But so I think Emily from Fangirl and I are going to be working together to kind of finalize the kits for winter and spring and summer. So that'll be fun. But I'm excited. I'm so excited to get this one on the needles. I found this stitch pattern that's like a slip stitch. It's like a slip stitch pattern. It's not brioche. That looks like little mushrooms. And I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so cute. Because one of the items that you can forage in the fall in Stardew Valley are mushrooms. And I thought that could be so cute, especially with like these 2 colors together. Like if I did Elliot, which is like a lighter color, and the darker, the fair one, that could be so fun. Okay, let's see if my thing opened up. So Vicky, you voted for, that is the one you voted for. You did. You totally voted for the fall one. That's awesome. Yeah, that was definitely the most popular one. It's so funny because the color that the color family that I would normally go to, like, would be my first choice, would be the spring with Haley and Harvey. And then it had the luau in it too. That is like, but that one came in second. So that was the 3rd option. So I'm like, will I have time to make 2 samples? I don't think I will. But maybe we can have somebody else do that sample. So yeah, that'll be really fun. That'll be fun. I cannot wait to cast this on. So yeah, thanks again to everybody who voted. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to have another poll. It might not be for a while because July is going to be, well, July's pretty slow, but we are going to go on vacation for a week. So there'll be a week in July where I'm going to basically be like almost completely off the grid. I might do a few Instagram posts or Patreon posts, but yeah, so that was fun. Thanks again for everybody who voted, and I'm excited to get to sell my needles. So, where are we going? Thanks for asking, Vicky. We are just going to be driving up to Arlington, Texas we're going to go to Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor, which are like amusement parks. Six Flags has, like roller coasters and stuff like that. And then Hurricane Harbor is like a big, huge water park. So that seems to be the thing that my kids are into right now. I actually cannot ride any roller coasters or big water slides because of my neck issues. So I'm like, I'm just going to go hang out, find cool places to sit. But, at least with Hurricane Harbor, I can go in the pool and I can go in the lazy river. So that'll be fun. That'll be nice. And my husband's father, so my father-in-law lives up there. So we're going to stop and see them as well. So yeah. Excuse my yawn. So fresh off the needles, I am wearing my beginner brioche cowl. So this is what my class, beginner brioche, this is what we make in the class. And so I just thought I would put it on. And I used, it's not very tall. I think it's like 10 inches or so. And the circumference is actually really comfortable. It's not too tight around the neck. And the drape from the yarn is so nice where it's like, it still has a little bit of stiffness, but it's not too, it's not too drapey, but it's like just drapey enough. So yeah, I used fangirl fibers for this as well. I used these two colors, this like neon green and black. And, this is one of the best blacks I've ever seen from an indie dyer. So there are going to be kits. I'm thinking about releasing it in October. And I'm also going to make a large version, which is going to be like double the stitches. I might even do more than that, because I want you to be able to like wrap it around twice and have it be super duper cozy. So I'm going to use Gothic. This is also fangirl fibers. So I'm going to use Gothic, which actually kind of matches my nails a little bit. So this is kind of like a charcoal gray, so you can kind of tell. This was in Fangirl Fibers Gothic Whimsy Countdown box, which is one of their Halloween boxes. And then I'm going to actually use a bunch of mini skeins for the main color. So, of course, I had to go with pink. So I just got, these were all also in the Gothic Whimsy Countdown box. So I'm so excited about these. It's going to be so fun. So this was like the full size skein in the box. So it's also Merino DK. Right, yeah, you can't go wrong with charcoal. Exactly. Yeah, it's so good. And it's such a good tonal, too. I can't believe how much it matches my nails. My nails are like a grayish blue with like a kind of a rusty red sparkle. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I have got it in my Oh Wow Amsterdam bag. I can't wait. So that might be my cast on to bring with me for our vacation, since I can just work on it without having to think about it. But yeah, I'm like, double the stitch count. Would that make it? I'll have to compare it to another pattern that I did to see if like I need more than, because I was going to do like 180 stitches. And I'm like, maybe it needs to be over 200 stitches just to make it like extra long and squishy. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm teaching beginner brioche at DFW Fiberfest. I'm teaching 2 sections of it. And so I thought one of my students asked me what the cowl looked like. And I'm like, why didn't I ever think about knitting one of these? So yeah, so I'm actually going to publish it as a beginner brioche pattern too. So that'll be fun. And it'll have multiple sizes. So yeah, I'm thinking about calling this one brioche it with an exclamation point, but 2 words. Like, I don't know if it would work as 1 word. Like kind of how I did winging it, like that, how that was 1 word. I don't know if brioche it would work the same. Oh, hi Renee, welcome in. No worries. No worries at all. I've just gotten into sharing. I did share the winner of the Stardew Valley poll was by a landslide the autumn one. Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Renee. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to finally have, I feel like I don't have a lot of beginner patterns. Most of my patterns are like all like intermediate or advanced. So yeah, this one, and I'm so obsessed with these colors. I mean, either side looks really cool. Like, you know, you could even fold it over like that or wear it on the other side. Both sides look so cool. It's such a high contrast. And then very Halloween-y colors. Yeah, right. It's not a surprise at all. I think that's who you voted for too, right, Renee? I downloaded the results in case you wanted to know. Let me see if you're on here. Yeah, a great stash buster too, Vicky. Exactly. I'm not seeing your name. I think you voted on the other one. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't even use, I have to weigh the yarn still, but I don't even think I used half the skein of the DK. Maybe I did. I have to weigh the yarn. But yeah, and the other one I'm using minis. So yeah, it could be a great way to use up mini skeins or a great way to just use up some stash yarn. Oh yeah, the one with the penny color. Yeah, the winter one. Yeah. I know, I'm thinking that for the winter, instead of having 4 variegated, we're going to do 3 variegated and then 2 tonal so that all of the kits have a similar look. Because I feel like if you vary from the original kit, it might make the shawl look drastically different. Yeah, and Emily was thinking that the Haley color, the hot pink one, would look really good with the winter too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. That's true, Renee. Yeah, really good, quick Christmas present. This knit up, for me, I wasn't even working on it every day. And I think I finished it in like a week. So yeah, it's really like a really fun kind of palette cleanser for sure pattern. Yeah, what do you think about the name brioche it? Is that kind of weird? It's like brioche it. Just like for a beginner, I was going to be like beginner brioche cowl, but that name is actually already taken. And yeah, I didn't want to step on their toes cuz I think it's by Lavagna Patricelli, but I don't think she used DK weight for hers. I think she used worsted weight, and then she did one with like a bulky or super bulky, which that would be like a super palette cleanser. So yeah, let me know what you think of the name. It's just the name that came to my head. Cowlicious? Maybe. I don't know. That sounds too close to Andrea's Brioche-licious shawl. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to step on anybody's toes because I already felt really self-conscious about doing a beginner brioche cowl that so many people have already designed. Like Pearl Soho designed one. But that is a cute name, Renee. That's a really cute name. I was just thinking of having brioche in the title so that when people search it up, it's like the first one. Is that horrible of me? It's like, it reminds me of Knit ATX, the shop in Austin. Like, what a brilliant strategy. Like, if somebody just types in Knit Austin, that's going to be the first thing that comes up. Just a brilliant marketing strategy. You know? So I also finished and blocked, and I'm writing up the pattern right now. I'm thinking about doing a testing call probably next week. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Renee. Yeah, I love Cowlicious though. That's really cute. It's a really cute name. Has anybody else used that name? So yeah, I'm so happy with the way this shawl turned out. It's definitely like more of a vortex shape. I mean, definitely asymmetrical triangle on a bias, but I love the way that curls like that. So yeah, both sides and both yarns are going to use the assigned pooling technique. And I'm thinking about calling it Dizzy Dancing, like the Dizzy Dancing shawl, because I have been calling it both sides now, like that Joni Mitchell song. But there are so many patterns with that name, which doesn't surprise me because it is such a good name and it's such a great song. But Dizzy Dancing is one of the lines from the song, and I'm like, it could be kind of a fun way to describe like you get dizzy when you're making this shawl. I mean, you don't really get dizzy, but I don't know. Maybe it's a weird name. I was just looking at the lyrics of that song, and I was like, that's kind of a cute thing. And I'm calling the little baubles that you make, I'm calling them woolly baubles because they look like little woolly caterpillars. But I didn't want to call them like caterpillar baubles because that's just kind of a mouthful. It's like, oh, The Shawshank Redemption. Like, it was such a horrible name for a movie that nobody wanted to go see it. But it's such a good movie. So, yeah, what do you think? Little woolly baubles? They look like little woolly caterpillars. Look at the little guys. So, yeah, look for a testing call for this next week. Because I would love to release that this summer, like maybe sometime in August. I might not have a new July release just because I've been taking so much time off. They do look like little woolly caterpillars. I know. Yeah, little woolly baubles, little woolly baubles. And I want to have enough time to film a video tutorial for that one. Because it is a new kind of bobble stitch. I mean, I'm sure somebody has done it before. I just had a really hard time searching for it. Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you. Yeah, my headband is actually a scarf. It's like a vintage scarf. Can you see the bow back there? I used to collect vintage scarves like whenever I'd go thrifting. I would always find vintage scarves, and it was like, oh, they're my favorite. So yeah, and I would love to release this one, the assigned pooling shawl, before DFW Fiber Fest, so people can have two patterns, two assigned pooling brioche patterns if they are like, I want more, because I'm teaching my assigned pooling with brioche class at DFW Fiber Fest. Oh, thank you, Renee. So yeah, and I think Dawn is actually going to be coming up with some new colorways for DFW Fiberfest. She always does like a special exclusive colorway, Dawn Barker from Barker Wool. And I just need to let her know that I'm going to release that too. So in case people want the same colors that I've used. And she might be doing a custom colorway that we'll work on together. I need to touch base with her to see kind of what her summer schedule is looking like. But Dawn is also teaching at DFW Fiberfest. So that's really fun. So yeah, those are fresh off my needles. I'm so excited to actually have finished something, but this was the culprit that definitely I was binging to finish it. I just sometimes, I don't know if you get this way, but when I'm really close to the end of a project, I just like put my head down and just work on it till it's done. And so, yeah, that's what pushed my trigger thumb to be injured again. I know Dawn's color, what is expertise is insane. I know. She has such a good eye for color. Yeah. Such a good eye for color. I couldn't figure out what, like, I started a Pinterest board for color combos for a color we could work on together to release. So, like, if my students wanted to go buy their yarn at the marketplace before the class, they could get this special colorway. But I can't figure out what colors I want. Like, the Pinterest board that I've started doesn't have any cohesion. It's just like, she's probably looking at it like, Leslie? No. So yeah, we'll see. I have to touch base with her. So a lot of times when I take time off, I get really inspired and I start getting all of these new ideas. And so I actually went stash diving, because I am working on, I forgot to mention this too. I am working on getting my works in progress pile down. So before I go into the yarn, I want to share, I ripped out, if you'll remember, my stash duster that is sort of like a one color brioche cardigan. And I had finished it up to the shoulders, but the brioche didn't line up, and so it was driving me crazy. So I ripped it out. That was one of the things I could actually do while my thumb was injured. I could actually rip something out. I'm like, there we go. I was still productive. So I ripped it back to here. So, which I wanted to do anyway, because I'm going to add a ton of length to the body. Because I really want it to go down to, like, basically my ankles. Because right now it's, like, hitting me right above the calf. Like, right above the knee. And I'm like, so I want to add a good bit more. So I ripped it back to this color here, which is by Swift Yarns. Left over from my just like honey shawl. I'm obsessed with that color. And so then I'm going to do, this is leftovers from my Ameo shawl. This is by Pappy Put yarn. They're an Indonesian yarn dyer. So I'm obsessed with those colors together. They're kind of close, right? And then I'm going to do, this is Seed by Hedgehog Fibers. And it's so subtle, like super subtle speckles. So I think I'm just going to use up all this yarn and then separate for sleeves. We'll see how long it gets. But yeah, I'm excited to get back working on this one. I'd love to be able to release it like sometime soon. I don't know. We'll see when I finish it. We'll see. But yeah, I wanted to show some yarn. I went stash diving and I found this by Emma's Yarn. Have you seen these? They call them Moslub. Isn't that cute? So it's like like they skeined up together. They twisted up together a skein of their mohair silk and a skein of their slub yarn in the same colorway. So it's so fun. And the colorway here is 80s Rewind. I am so obsessed with it. It's got this like dark blue here, and then some pink and turquoise, and then like a little pops of yellow and like green. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I was thinking about a 2-color brioche shawl, but like it wouldn't be 2-color brioche. It would look like 1-color brioche, but you just use 2 different bases together. I already did a shawl like that, but the colors were different and it had a stitch pattern. And so I was thinking this would just be like really plain. And then maybe I could even throw in some like either garter stitch or like some lace in between for some breaks. I don't know. I just thought that would be such an interesting experiment to see what, I mean, it wouldn't really be 2-color brioche, but it would be worked like 2-color brioche. Is that weird? I don't know. That's just when I found this. I mean, I got this recently when I went to, I think it was last year when I went to Four Pearls. I got that. Then I am starting to work on my, sorry, this is like crinkly because it's in plastic. My Brioche X expansion pack. Oh yeah, something to show off the texture differences. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know if brioche would be good for that. I don't know. Maybe just something where it's just more like alternating different stitch patterns, different stripes. So yeah, I have this sweetheart package of minis by Emma's Yarn. They're the Practically Perfect Smalls, and I'm just obsessed with these colors. So I'm gonna start the Brioche X expansion pack. I'm thinking of doing like a textural expansion with 5 different stitch patterns to put with your Brioche X blanket, so you can have like a bunch of different things going on. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think you can actually now order the Small-A-Days by Emma's Yarn if you haven't already gotten your countdown box for Christmas. And Fangirl Fibers also just released all of their countdown boxes, which one of them is like books, based on books, and you can get, you can pick your theme or like genre. And I'm like, she's such a genius. How does she think of this stuff? She's so, well, she does read. She's a big reader. She's gotten me into the romantasy, which is one of the genres, by the way. If you're into romantasy, that is one of the genres of the countdown boxes. What if you did a separate 1-color brioche for each yarn, but have a garter or some other stitch break between them? That is an interesting idea. Because I did 2-color brioche with mohair and slub, and it took a little getting used to, but after a while, I actually was obsessed with it. I know, romantasy for the win. It's called like Booked for the Holidays. Oh my gosh. I am like, I don't have any really yarn budget right now, but I'm like, I kind of want to get that. That's a really good idea, Renee. Maybe 1-color brioche and then like a lacy something in between to give it like a little movement. That could be really interesting. I'm gonna think on that. Thank you for that idea. And then I found this yarn by Spincycle. So this is dyed in the wool. Those are like the ultimate knit graffiti colors. When I saw these, I found these in person at Flock Fiberfest last year. So this one is Levitate, the pink one. And this is Holy Toledo. This like turquoise, hot turquoise. It's like the camera on my computer is just not doing it justice. And then this is the Spinsters Daughter. So this was like a collab between Farmer's Daughter Fibers and Spincycle. And this color does not look very good on me, but I am obsessed with it. So I thought of doing like a little two-color brioche shawlette with this. It is fun to play in the sandbox together. I love that. Yeah. I know they are such graffiti color. So this one kind of like throws it off a little bit because like this one is not a knit graffiti color at all, but like it looks really good with those two because there's a little bit of it in both. Like there's a little bit of the yellow in both of them. So I was thinking of doing like a shawl, like a little two-color brioche shawlette with this as the main color throughout. And then these two as either stripes as the contrast color or like a color blocked version. Yeah, I was going to use it as like the main color. I was just going to do all two-color brioche. So this would be popping on the main side. Yeah. It's so fun. And then I might do like little stripes of something in between. I don't know. I just was like, I had an idea for those, but then I didn't like it very much. And so I thought, I want to do another like small shawl with two-color brioche. Yeah, so those were my fun yarns that I just kind of went stash diving for. I have so much yarn on my desk. And then, so I cast something on yesterday, which I'm so excited about. I cast on some arm warmers using the self-striping yarn by Valkyrie Fibers. So this is the gay pride flag. I am so obsessed with these colors. It's so good. So I cast on some arm warmers. They're by, what is the pattern? I have to find the pattern. Because I'm using somebody's pattern. I don't want to give them credit. I need to start a project for it, actually. I haven't started a project yet. I think they're on the last page of my... So they're called the Warm Hugs Arm Warmers by Jen Yard. So yeah, it's just like a 3x1 rib. It's so simple and straightforward. And then I'm going to add a thumb hole for them. So yeah, this has been kind of a nice, just like another really nice vacation knit, right? That I can work on by the pool while my kids are off, going down water slides and stuff. And probably my husband too. He'll probably be going down a lot of water slides too. Yeah, so that's fun. I love finding stuff to use self-striping yarn. Self-striping yarn is so satisfying, right? To work with. So then the other thing I cast it on a couple weeks ago actually, but my trigger thumb was just not happy with me, so I had to put it down. But I've made a little bit of progress on it. So this is the next. It's kind of a mess right now because the yarn is like all over the place. But this is the next exclusive Patreon pattern. And so if you remember, back in, I think, 2022, I did a submission call for, you might not remember if you weren't a member yet. Yes, huge self-striping yarn fan here too. So yeah, here it is started. So I had patrons submit design ideas, and then I put a poll out, and then whichever one won the poll, that's the one I would do. So I'm finally getting around to it, and y'all helped pick out this yarn too. So it's going to be like a leafy brioche cowl. You can kind of see the stitch pattern is starting. I am obsessed with this yarn combo. So this is the Dream in Color Smushy with Cashmere. I just love those colors. This is the contrast side. So yeah, not too much. It's like an inch. It's like an inch. Yay! So here's the colors in yarn form. I love this. It's like a moody rainbow. This one matches. This is the yarn I took pictures with my fingernails because it matched it so perfectly. Yeah, so that I'm so excited. So I've been working slowly on that too. So yes, that's what's on my needles right now. And so thank you again to Sarah Bug for submitting that design idea. Finally getting it done. So hopefully I'll get that done soon. I really want to release it this year because I really want to have a new exclusive pattern every year. And I didn't do one last year because I got so inundated with collaborations. Oh, thanks, Renee. Yeah, me too. Can't really see the stitch pattern right now. But it's really fun. It's a stitch pattern that I've used before, but I haven't done it in a cowl. And I'm combining it with another stitch pattern that's going to look like a big monstera leaf kind of a thing. So it's going to be fun. So I thought like that's such a dramatic leaf shape that I wanted to include that in the pattern. So yay! Yeah. That's all I've got on my needles right now. I really want to cast on the Stardew Valley shawl. But I need to do some planning on that one. Oh, you love the colors too, Vicky? Yay! Yeah, that was the one I think I did a live stream and I went stash diving during my live stream and we picked out a bunch of combos. And then I'm like, I should do that again. That was really fun. Yeah, the colors are so good. And I did find them online. You can buy them. I think they're available. Like if you look at Jimmy Bean's wool, I think they had them there. But I might have to reach out to the dyers to be like, hey, could you make these available? But they're also like, it's also a really good stash diving cowl too, because you could just grab 2 skeins of yarn from your stash for it. If you want. It's totally up to you. So yeah. And last but not least on my list is exclusive merch. If you're waiting for your Black Pearl Magic bag or bags and you still haven't gotten it, I am working on getting them done. I think I still have a few more to send out. So, right, Vicky? I know. So much stash. Same, me too. I know. I need to go buy like a bunch of bins to store all my yarn because I'm so scared of having it out all the time. You're trying to knit from your stash more? Yeah, that's just so great. I'm trying to as well. I'm trying to like just get my designs in progress done and work more from yarn I already have than like getting new yarn and new collaborations. I'll probably still have new collaborations to work on, but I just don't want to have as many. I want to have more freedom. But yeah, working from stash is so good. So naturally you joined a summer yarn club. Oh, that cracks me up. That is so funny. You know, there's got to be something to look forward to, right? That's totally fine. Which yarn club? Renee, are you me? Which yarn club did you do? Was it the Stephen and Penelope one? Don't they have a yarn club? Or the West Knits one? I don't know if well, except for like if you get like countdown boxes. Excuse me for blowing my nose. I'm so congested right now. Well, that is super fun. So yeah, any fun plans for the weekend? We are hopefully going to get some Tex-Mex. My husband has been out of town, so he's coming back today. And we're just going to be hanging out. My parents go back home on Sunday. And I think we're going to finish out and go to a couple more Pride events in town. Oh, Meadow Yarn. Oh, that's so fun. So they're based in Suffolk and it's based on summer books. That is so much fun. So is it also like a book club? So you have like a summer yarn and then you can like read the corresponding book. That is such a good idea. Because how many knitters and crocheters and makers are also big readers? Like that seems to be something that like really goes well together. I follow this woman on Instagram with my nail polish account. That her name, if you want to look her up, is Book Club Manny's. And oh my gosh, she does her manicure inspired by book covers. So like whatever book she's reading, she'll do like nail art based. She's so talented. Oh, your house is getting clean today. Yay. And slash your stash, of course. Oh, then you're going to start going through your yarn bins. Kind of like see what you want to keep and what you might want to get rid of? No. Or see like, oh, what can I use? What projects can you make? Yeah, you have loads of books too. Yeah, are you a bibliophile too? I wish I could read while I knit. I mean, there are like audiobooks, but I just love actually reading books. I find that I process it better, and I also absorb the information better when I read it versus when I listen. Because sometimes when I'm listening to something, my mind starts wandering. Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers. That sounds fun. Oh, and you have 2 degrees in literature, so okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, just making sure it's all in Ravelry properly and boring stuff like that. That's not boring. I actually have thought like that would be such a fun thing to do, is go through my stash and put it all on Ravelry. Like that sounds really fun to me. But I also like, I would have to block out like, okay, I'm going to work on this for 30 minutes a day or something like that. Like, I don't think I could do it all in one sitting. Oh yeah, you're more of a reader too, Renee. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. I know a lot of people are like, I've already read 100 books this year. I'm like, what? But then they're like, oh, but I listen to them while I knit. And I'm like, oh, well, I would have read 100 books too if I did that. But instead, I'll watch 100 movies and shows. You got distracted, Vicky. Yeah, see, I think that would also be my problem. Like that's maybe if I just do it in like short little bursts, I would get it done. Like maybe because I've been trying to take all of my yarn off the shelves and putting it in bags and bins. So I'm like, maybe while I'm doing that, I should just bring it over, put it in Ravelry, take pictures of it, and all that stuff. You're reading a Deborah Wild series where the main character is a 40-plus menopausal single mom who happens to be magical. That sounds amazing. That sounds like me. Well, I'm not a single mom though, but I'm like, that sounds like, right up my alley. I want to be magical. So that would sure help with the single momness. I'm not a single mom, but I can understand that would be really helpful. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a single bin at a time. That's a really good idea. Yeah. Yeah, you have bagged it and protect it from the moss. That's exactly what I want to work on. Yep. And I went to Walmart the other day. They have pink bins that would fit in this. So I'm like, that would be so cute. Because I was like, I love having my backdrop be yarn, but I'm also like really freaked out that my yarn is going to just be infested and I'm going to lose like all of my favorite yarn. Because this is all of like my favorite yarn and Q yarn. And I'm like, Well, I'm glad that you've gotten yours all bagged, Vicky. And did I mention that there is plenty of snark? Well, that's what we want in our literature. Exactly what we want. Oh, you have several books on the go at the moment? Oh, so do you read like multiple books at once? I used to do that when I read all the time. Like when we lived in New York. And I was knitting, but I wasn't knitting all the time. I would actually rather read on the subway. I had an hour and a half commute every day, and maybe I've already said this. And I would just read. I went through so many books, and I just don't read like that anymore. Well, I would love to hear your book list, Vicky. I don't know if you're on Discord, but I think there's a book club thread on the Discord if you want to share what you're reading and what the books are in your summer yarn club, because that sounds like so much fun. I mean, who doesn't want like a book with matching yarn? Right? You've lost some yarn to moths? Oh, that's so scary. It was all pure wool. Okay, so it went to the compost. Oh, but that's so sad though. I know, I feel like so much of my yarn is superwash and nylon blend that I'm like, do the moths even like that? Yeah, you've never been able to do multiple books at a time either, Renee. And you've always done it, Vicky. Well, I can see that if you have, multiple degrees in literature. I can see that. Maybe that's how your brain works. Like you can process. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you used to commute to London, too, and you would read loads. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be great. I would love to see what you're reading. I'm not as good with the chat, like with the Patreon chat, creating, like, different chat group, like, not groups, but, like, themes. But Discord has so many different themes, like book club. And I actually thought about starting a book club, like a Patreon book club, but I'm like, I am so bad at knit-alongs. I am so bad at keeping up with knit-alongs. I am the worst. It's like I need to hire somebody to run my knit-alongs and make them fun and like get prizes. I'm just so bad at them. I'm like, hey, let's make this together. And then it's crickets. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Well, yeah, so it's already June 27th. So July 1st is, what, Tuesday? Yeah, so Tuesday, look for the beginning of month post. I won't have a new pattern for July. So it'll be an older pattern that'll be the free pattern of the month. I know I love Discord too. Yeah, you get lost with all the channels, Vicky. Yeah, I feel like our Discord is not super active either. Like what it really is to like have so that the patrons can have a community together. And I think just a lot of people don't really use Discord, and so maybe just don't think about it. And then I try to go in there and be like, hey, what's everybody reading right now? Okay, Vicky, have a lovely dinner. Oh, have fun in France. That sounds amazing. Have a great week and have a great weekend. Thanks for joining in today, Vicky. Yeah, it's already 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Renee and Vicky. I hope that whoever's watching, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend too. Thank you all so much for your support. And again, the beginning of July post will be next week. And I will be going live next Friday. It is July 4th here in the US. So I know it's kind of a holiday, but I'll still be going live. And we'll probably go see the fireworks. And then yeah, I will be off on July 12th. So yeah. But I hope y'all have a great weekend. And Renee, good luck with your stash. You've inspired me. I think I might once, when I start going through my stash and putting it away in bins, I think I'm actually going to start putting it up on Ravelry. Taking some pictures. It just feels fun organizing like that. Right? But yes, I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining me today, Renee and Vicky. And yeah, hopefully next week I'll have a testing call for my assigned pooling shawl. And yeah, thank you all so much for your support, and I will see you next week. Have a really good weekend. Bye. Bye.